That's one among many and paths that I am on and that we are on. Okay, everyone, so I found the part right here. This is the piece. If you were watching the last live stream, this is the piece that fell, and guess where it went? It was over here with the magnets. It was actually in between here, in there, like that. I'll actually show you exactly how it was. It was just like this in there. See that? Anyway, I found it, and now we get to do the test. I get to do the test I was going to show you. This is called the, it's called the Corona spinner, and this is an accessory. See, it's a sparkit accessory. I'm calling it an accessory. It's something you can buy with the kit. So anything they sell with the kit, I'm interested in. Let me move this out of the way here. Okay, so let's go ahead and do this. So let's go ahead and turn this off. I'm going to turn this off. Push the button. That's the on and off switch. And that stops the two discs from counter rotating, right? Let's see which way these rotate. Looks like this disc is rotating counterclockwise from this point of view, right? So let's see. And that means the other disc could be going the other way. This one's going to go this way. Watch, ready? Yep. These discs have to go in opposite directions for this system to work. What's exciting about that is thinking about counter-rotating different kind of fields, different kind of frequencies, all different kinds, Tesla coil frequencies, ultrasonic frequencies, magnetic pulses, things like that, at very high RPM, different RPMs, couple thousand RPMs, 10,000 RPMs, 20,000 RPMs. 100,000 RPMs. How fast can we spin things? Now, when we first start spinning things, we have to be careful because if we're spinning magnets, as many people have mentioned, when you're spinning magnets, now this doesn't use magnets, but I'm just saying, in experimentation, if we're going to be putting magnets in things that we're spinning, we have to be very careful because magnets can come out and can cause harm, right? We have to be careful when we're experimenting, so always be careful. Okay, so this kit doesn't have that. This kit just has these little metal discs here and motors, and these discs have these little metal pieces here, right, which touch these carbon fiber, and some people just use metal wire, but this kit uses very, very nice, very beautiful carbon fiber. It's very soft, and this is used in different kind of machines, electronic devices that want to get rid of the electrostatic discharge. It can neutralize the charge or extract the charge from it, protecting the electronics, if I'm saying that correctly. Research that for yourself, confirm that for yourself. Okay, so what are we going to do right now? Okay, right now, what are we going to do, everybody? We're going to do this test right here. Okay, we're going to put this up here. Now, what I was thinking was, I was thinking to myself, okay, what I want to do is put I want to put this little extra kit that you could buy from the company, from Sparkit. That's the base for this side. It's just not on there right now. I was using it to measure the distance between the two plates because I had to adjust that distance. I had to make the plates closer together for it to work. It wasn't sparking at first because of the shipping. So now I put this on top of here, right? Right there. Let me see if I turn the light off. You can still see, yeah. Okay, and then we'll put this. Oh, am I doing this right? No. First this goes there. So this part is first. This is the first part. That goes there. Okay. Apologies, the chat is turned off. If you want to share your thoughts, make videos and share your thoughts in your videos, and I'll watch those. Okay, I'm going to put this here. Now, that's there, right? Okay. Now, what's going to happen when I turn on the wimshurst machine? Okay, so these batteries power the two motors. The motors spin the discs. There's a lot of wimshurst machines that you spin it with your hand. You turn like a crank or something. You turn something, and that has like a system that will counter-rotate those discs. Now, this system has two electric motors. What I'm very interested in is electric-powered wimshurst machines, because that way you can just let it run and then you can do your experiments. So let's see what happens when we turn this on. And what we're looking at is whatever activity is happening is being generated from these counter-rotating discs that have intermittent connection, see these metal pieces, to the brushes that are touching here. Now, what brushes we have is, I think, let's double check. I see a brush here. That's a brush inside. See it? That's a carbon fiber brush. And let's see if there's another one. There might be one here. Let's see. Yeah, there's one down here. So this is one as well. And you can see it down inside there. Let's see if we can see it. If we can see it inside. That's it there. You see it there? That's the other brush. That's that one there. Is that one there. Okay. So we have two on this side, this one, and those are connected, right? Those are connected. And then on this side, these two are connected, see? And they're at different angles. So this one's goes this way. This one's like here on the far side and the near side. And on this side, far side and near me, okay? So it's like that's like an X, right? These two are connected here through that wire. See that? Through that this metal connection. Okay, so those are connected, and then what we have here is we have these. These do not touch. Look at these. These do not touch the plates. Now some wimshurst machines have a wire here touching. I like the ones that don't have the wire there. You can still make huge sparks. So I don't know why any of them, if you could do it, if you could build these without the wire touching the metal, why use something that touches the metal when it damages the metal? It scratches these up. I have a large wimshurst machine that these metal plates are really scratched bad because the metal is rubbing on it, like a metal brush is rubbing on that. So if it doesn't have to touch it, why would it touch it? That's my thought. So maybe that's me. Maybe those metal brushes were not supposed to touch, and I made the mistake of making them touch, thinking that they had to touch. So it could have just been me. So I'm learning too. So and I like how the brushes that are touching are this carbon fiber brush, which is very soft, and that also will not scratch these metal pieces here that are on top of this, that are on top of these plates. And Sparkit has many different kind of plates. I think they have different colors and things, all these different accessories you can buy, which is really neat. So let's go ahead and spin this and see what happens to this part on top. Let's see what this does when we turn this on, okay? Let's see what this does. Let's start it up. Let me turn my light off. Okay, here we go. Counter rotating discs, right? So here's my thoughts. Rotation and counter rotation. What does that do to space? We're spinning things in an energy field, right? This space right here is an energy field, a lot of energy. Millions and millions of watts. And I'm talking about watt seconds, joules, not watt hours, right? We measure in watt hours. So you want to get hours, just multiply that times 60 seconds per minute times 60 minutes per hour, and then you have your watt hours if you want to translate it to what we use. Let's go ahead and start this up. So my thoughts are, how do we access that energy field? What can we do with that energy field? How do we move through the energy field, right? How do we move through it? How do we push and pull that field? That's my thoughts, okay? And we're all already doing it, but how can we learn to see what we're doing in ways that allow us to do something different with that field, right? So that we can do things with it. Let's see what we can do here. Okay, I just turned it on. Let me see, there we go. Okay, so the wheels are spinning. And what's this doing? See, you just saw that turn directions, right? Look at what it's doing now. It was going the other direction at first. I'll have to check the video, but I think it was going the other way at first. What do you think? Is that interesting? I think it's very interesting. Okay, so what happens if we put it on the other side? Right? So I stopped it now. I'm stopping it. Those plates are going to stop spinning. Okay. Yeah, they stopped spinning, but this is still spinning. Okay, it's probably because there's some energy in the capacitors, just guessing. It's still going. Is that because there's energy in the capacitors? Maybe. Do we wait for it to stop? What do you think? It's going to stop eventually, so we'll go ahead and stop it. Or let me let it go. I'm curious what it does. I'm curious about how it stops, right? How does it stop? Okay, let's do it again. Let's start it up again and see if it goes backwards and then forward again. Let's see what it does. So I'm starting it up. Yeah, see, now it started to go that way a little bit, and now it's going that way. Did you see that? It started to go this. Look, it's doing it again. Look at this. It's going this way. Why is it going that way? What's happening? And is it going to change direction again? Now, a lot of people have things figured out already. They're like, oh, this is why it's doing that. This is what's happening. But that's interesting, but what's more interesting is what else can we see? What else can be done? And throughout history, people say nothing else can be done. We already know everything. You can't do anything else. And then people do different things. And that's just, for some reason, that's something that's repeated, is even though we know we don't know everything, we still say statements that imply that we do. At least that's the way it looks to me. So I don't know why this is spinning this way now. You saw just a moment ago. And do you see why it's important to keep testing things and keep doing things? This thing's really going fast now. So I don't know why it spun the opposite direction this time. Was it because I changed the orientation of this, if that's what I did? Because this might have been the other direction. Is it because I'm changing orientation? What did I change it? A 45-degree angle, right? Was it like this, and then I changed the whole thing like this, and did that make that change? I don't know. It's just thoughts. Okay, so this is off. These are not spinning. So you can see those are not spinning right now. Okay, we're waiting for this to stop. How neat would it be if they just kept on spinning, right? Like the perpetual electron. Richard Feynman, perpetual electron. Can we replicate nature, right? We are nature. How do we express what we are? There's very low resistance there because it spins very freely. Okay, it looks like it's going to stop now. And I'm kind of looking at, is it just stop? Does it do anything else when it stops? That's what I'm noticing right now. I'm just seeing what it does. Okay, so that stopped. Okay, let's start it again and see if it goes the same direction or the other direction. Let's see what it does. I'm just curious. What is it going to do? Same thing, same direction. And the very first time it went the other direction, right? Okay, I'm going to go ahead and stop it again. I don't know why it's doing that. I'm sure these are questions that will be answered in time, but I'm interested in more questions, really. How many new questions can I come up with? Okay, let me give it a push start this way, and just see if it keeps going that way when I kind of give it a push. No, it wants to go this way. Okay, let me try something different. Just in case my moving this changed is what did that. Let's move it this way. And I don't know if this is the way it was earlier. I know I moved it a little bit. Let's turn it on again. And see what way it turns. How interesting is that? I turned the whole mechanism 45 degrees, right? 45 degrees. So from this to this, and now it's going toward the points. With the points, it's going toward the points. Whereas when I turned it this way, and let's see if it just changes direction without doing anything else. When I turn it this way, you see that? Okay, so have you ever seen a video show this? I haven't. See how we're learning things? What else can we learn? Now I'm going to turn it 45 degrees this way and see what happens. So what do you think about this space we exist in, right? This is spinning in space. Space has the raw energy, frequencies, material to create a universe. Okay, everything's there in space, in every part of space. That's my understanding. That's my perception. That's my understanding. That's just, it's a thought experiment, okay? I want to see if this turns around, right? We turn this 45 degrees. I want to see if it changes directions now, because I turned it 45 degrees. And see if it changes direction based on that. Look at it. Look at this thing. Does it know which way it wants to go? What determines what direction that spins? This may all already be known and very well known, but I enjoy looking at things brand new. No matter how much I read or learn about something, I like to look at it like brand new again, and see what I think about it. So it's not turning now, and this thing is on. So let's turn this more. Now it's turning that way. Okay, let me turn it this way. Let's turn it this way. It's going fast now. Okay, so in this position, just as it is, it's spinning that direction, right? Let's stop it. And I think it's spinning, I'll have to see. Okay, the wheels are stopped. Let me help this stop here so we can speed this up. Okay, so it's spinning clockwise right now. Let's see what happens if I take this as it is, without moving the orientation of the whole sparkit kit, and just put this over here. Let's see what that does. If that does anything, okay? Okay, the wheels are spinning. Let's see if this does anything on this one. Yeah, it's spinning. Okay. Wouldn't it be neat to use something this small, though, to be able to levitate, like a skateboard, like the hoverboards in Back to the Future? I know everyone's interested in that, and that's exciting to everybody, but what is required is sharing your journey of learning. So if you're experimenting with levitation, I'll call it, people have to understand the theory of what is happening. In order for I really believe that in order for some products to come out like that, otherwise the product can just continue in the research phase, without end. It can just be researched and even perfected, but it doesn't mean it's going to make it to the market. But with the theories there, because think about it. Let's say the product comes out. Do you think just one company is going to make hoverboards? No, I think a lot of people would make them. It's like skateboards. How many different companies make skateboards? How many different companies make cars, right? A lot of them. But when it comes to the technology like, levitation, if we say it that way, then I think because that theory is might be unfamiliar to most people, there has to be a way to relate to the technology for someone to, as they say, demand it. So people say, oh, well, we only make things that there's a demand for, but people will only demand things that they understand, have a basic understanding of. That's my thoughts. Okay, everyone, so this is the kit, and I'll be doing lots of experimentation with it. And this was today's experiments, which I was able to share with you. Okay, let's make sparks again. Ready? Here we go. Counter rotating discs. Okay, everyone, have a great day.